Hi everyone, this is Heather from Raven of Hope. I'm going to be doing a deck review of this tarot deck. And this one is a reprint, and my husband got it off eBay for me. And my friend has a copy. It's slightly different and a lot bigger, hers. This is a smaller print one. And like I said, it's a reprint, so it's not the original, which is fine with me. You get a little white booklet with it. It just goes over what each card means. Hers, I think, is in a different language. I really like the backs of these cards. And what I like about this is it's very, to me, it's very open and eclectic, and it doesn't really hide anything. It doesn't really present to be, you know, fluffy and all white, you know, all light and white. It has a lot of, in my opinion, kind of makes the person think. It's very intuitive, it's very artistic, it's very different, and that's what I like about it. It kind of has a light and dark energy to it, and I just really have been wanting this deck for probably 5 years, not joking. And this is the cheapest one I could find. You know, the actual one that she has is probably over, I think the last time it was like 1,000, and then it was a couple hundred. So it's been jumping in price, and it's always been high priced. So I just wanted to get a copy that was smaller and similar, but not, you know, the original. I am a collector, but I'm someone that likes to use my cards. I don't really have them you know, wrapped up and keep them in a certain way. I'm someone that unwraps them, they get dirty, I use them a lot. So let me get started in showing you what each one looks like. And this is just the beginning card, and this doesn't go in the deck, but it is a part of it. So it's like a companion to kind of illustrate the author's and artist's talent. And then we get into the cards here. And what I mean by this is just, to me, it has symbols, it has different aspects. It's very eclectic in my opinion, not only because of the colors used, the imagery used, the words used. It just really makes you think deeper into the card, and you can actually almost build a relationship with each card because of the archetypes that they use. And, you know, it's not just, you know, like I said, straight to, yep, we can't have anything that might be, I don't want to say, I'm trying to think of the right words, guys. It's very open. There is nudity in it, and there is, to me, there is a lot of different religious backgrounds just by the looking at the cards, and it's kind of poetic to me, and I really like that. So, you know, it makes you just want to go into the card, journeying with the card. And it just holds a lot of energy. It has little words in the background. That's pretty cool. It's almost like a living document as far as someone's like writing about their experience in their life and kind of depicting it in a way that is universal. So it's kind of, to me, it's powerful, you know, and it goes beyond just the standard Rider-Waite tarot, and it gives it a, it's almost like out of this world energy, but it's still grounded in reality. you know? I just really love it. I can't say enough good things about it. And I think why I have such a great connection with this deck is because my friend does own like the actual copy of it, and it's always been such a adventure, almost like a spiritual awakening and a spiritual journey every time she communicates to me through these cards, and when she reads my cards with this deck. And she just has so many things that come up, and each time it's something different. And that's what I like about this deck. Something will pop out to you based on the person, the querent's, you know, questions, and it just, I don't know, I really like it. Like I said, there is nudity in it, so a lot of different symbols. And like I said, I just really enjoy it. It's just so different and unique. And it speaks to me on so many levels. Not only do I think this is just a great deck to journey with, it could be great for shadow work, for inspiration, to open your mind. I want to know your guys' opinion, what you think of the deck. You might think it's bizarre. You might think, you know, it's too much. It's kind of contradicting in the depictions. And it kind of clashes together, but to me, it's an enigma in itself. And that's what I like about each card. It's, you know, something that is very personal, but it can also have a collective meaning if you look deep enough. And I don't know, this is one of my favorite decks. I haven't even used it yet. It's just, I've always admired this deck because it's just so wild, you know? It's just free and unapologetic, and I just love that. And it's a very balanced energy. And it's like, it doesn't have, to me, it's almost like gender fluid, if that makes sense, because it just doesn't, any reader, any person could read from this deck, and it doesn't, to me, it doesn't pick favorites almost. It's just hard to explain. It's got a, like, definitely has a life force within it. You know, I can see God and Goddess in it. I can see other elements in it and other spiritual beings in this deck. It's just really awesome. And it has different, almost like different time frames in it. It's like, even if you find a card, in my opinion, this is just all my opinions, by the way, as you know, even the cards I'm like, I just don't know about that card. After you look at it a while, you understand why the artist made it the way it did, because you always capture something you like in each card. Even though you might have some hard times with some of the imagery, there's something around the corner of each card. Like, let's just say, for an example, you don't necessarily like, you know, this part right here, because it, you know, has like the temperance almost. But the judgment is so clear in this card, with the light and the dark balanced together, and you know, the little inscription here and just the energy surrounding her. It's very interesting. So I do hope that you liked the flip through of this. Again, I highly recommend it to anyone that likes something different, you know, but isn't necessarily worried about having the actual copy, and is fine with having a reprint that's a little smaller than the original deck, and that just kind of wants to explore different avenues with tarot, have a little bit more of a wild imagery with the nudity in it, and the different kind of symbols and writing and colors, and just the chaotic energies within each card, and how even the most simplest card like this one, there is a lot of chaotic energy in it. You know, there is words, there's elements, there's different patterns. It's interesting to me. So I hope that you guys like this. I will leave the link down below if I can find exactly where my husband got this at and how much it was. And I really look forward to speaking to you guys and getting your opinions on this deck. Let me know down below if you're a card collector and what's your favorite deck during this quarantine. And I wish you all a blessed day.